Again, it pays to pay attention to these things over here. And what I mean by that, looking at this term and this term, I clearly see their reciprocals. So I make a substitution just to make my life easier, and that would be u plus its reciprocal u5 has. Multiply both sides by 2u, and rearrange, and you get this over here. Factor it. Relatively simple. What I mean by that, it's quadratic. That looks pretty simple to deal with. What do you get? You get two solutions to that. One of the solution is 1/2, and the other solution is 2. It's equal to u, and this is what u is over here. My gut feeling is this: at this point in the game, you should be able to rearrange those equations. What I mean by that, this one here leads to this, and this one over here leads to this one over here. And what would you get? Well, lo and behold, you're going to get 4 separate solutions to the problem. I do want to claim, though, that this is probably the easy guy to come up with. Let me point out what I mean with that. X equals 3, and this guy over here is x equals 1/5. I see those answers over here. This one's more challenging. I still would do trial and error, but then you got to use the quadratic formula. And make sure you know that that thing can't be done using your finger numbers. Quadratic formulas will lead to this answer over here, right? I know I'm speaking through these pretty quickly, but at this point, we're at problem number 45, and I'm hoping these things look doable now. Now, granted, if this was problem number 1, it would be a killer. What would most students do? They'd probably try to find an LCD, multiply both sides of LCD, and they'd be completely lost in the problem. We're not suggesting that's a strategy. Would that strategy eventually work, though? Yeah. Being thuggish does work. It really does work. But we want you to follow what we're doing in the key over here, at least for this problem here. Is there variation on it? Of course there is. But what you need to do is concentrate on what works for you. And I believe most people that study this key would resolve this problem if they follow the steps that we're doing. If they take another approach, that's fine. But the bottom line, the end of it, will be these answers over here. If you want, you can check these. Where do you check them? In the original. What are the easy ones to check? Certainly 3 is easy to check. 1/5 slightly more challenging. I got to be honest with you. This over here might be very challenging to check. But you know what? You can check it if you want. Thank you.